who can truly fathom the golden weight that Heavenly Lord Han has brought to Luoyun Sect. Xianxia takes charge of internal affairs, Luo oversees diplomacy, and Old Devil Han specializes in combat and elimination. When Elder L and Elder Cheng hadn't yet grasped the full extent of Old Devil Han's strength, they could still casually say enough killing. But after Xianxia learned the true depth of Old Devil Han's power, he could only earnestly advise junior brother Han, "Please stop killing now. It's no wonder people say Luo is incredibly lucky early on. He followed his master. In the middle stage, he followed his senior brother. And in the later stage, he follows his junior brother." As soon as junior brother Han took action, he directly solved the problem of the aging nascent soul cultivators in Luoyun Sect. Even Han Li himself might not have imagined that the Chanlang art he once practiced solely for escaping would later be used for rushing between places, turning him into something of a war correspondent figure. Elders Xianxia and El Luo of Luoyun Sect truly treat Han Li with sincerity. When they talked about how most loose cultivators focus solely on improving their cultivation base and tend to overlook combat techniques, their true thought was, when taking this affordable junior brother Han Li out for experience, if his techniques are insufficient, they will pass on the escape techniques they have cultivated for years to him. Even if he can't defeat an opponent in battle, he can at least rely on escape skills to save his life. This clearly shows that the two elders genuinely regard Han Li as one of their own. Just as the first Tianan trade fair kicked off, Han Li also planned to find Zhengjin at the fair. Thus, Xianxia chose to stay behind to guard Luoyun Sect, while El Luo accompanied Han Li and Mu Piling on their journey to Tianshan City in the Nine Allied States. They traveled on a warship for several months. And El Luo didn't idle along the way. He kept a close eye on Han Li's escape technique the entire time, observing whether his movement was smooth and his aura stable. Only when he confirmed that there was no flaw at all did he truly feel at ease. However, trouble soon came knocking. On the way, they encountered Marquis Nanlong's golden convoy. El Luo took the initiative to shield junior brother Han behind him and stepped forward to talk, but Marquis Nanlong completely looked down on him, pressing him with every word and even bringing up El Luo's deceased master. Anyone else would have been furious, but El Luo forcibly suppressed his dissatisfaction only because he didn't want to provoke a conflict and get junior brother Han injured. Marquis Nanlong proposed a world exchange challenge to force Han Li to compete with him in Divine Sense. But Divine Sense is Old Devil Han's strong suit. With the divine sense of a nascent soul early stage cultivator, he could steadily suppress Marquis Nanlong, who was at the nascent soul middle stage. At that moment, both El Luo and the Wood Spirit were utterly shocked. With junior brother Han around, Luoyun Sect would finally stand firm in Tianan from now on. Later, when the Mulan tribe invaded Tianan, Han Li represented Luoyun Sect to support the Battle of Huanglong Mountain. He volunteered for the mission, instantly killing Sky Sovereign with the evil-averting Divine Thunder. He uncovered Gu Shuangpu, a Mulan spy hiding within their own ranks, then summoned the Chanlan Ice Flame to freeze and slay him. He even confronted Master Yu, a nascent soul middle stage cultivator, head-on with the Green Bamboo Wind and Cloud Sword, seizing the Mulan sacred artifact, the Yuanming Lamp. Finally, relying on his outstanding escape skills, he successfully broke free from the siege of multiple divine masters at the nascent soul late stage. In the Juimo Valley dungeon, Marquis Nanlong and Lu Wang accidentally released the Bone Demon's blood. At that time, the ancient demon was frantically chasing and killing Tianan cultivators, trapping everyone in a crisis. It was then that Han Li stepped forward and engaged in a fierce battle with the ancient demon. Amid the chaos, both he and the ancient demon's main soul were sucked into a spatial rift of 0-second essence. The ancient demon's main soul was destroyed by the ancient restrictions of 0-second essence, but Han Li seized the opportunity to meditate and cultivate there, directly breaking through his bottleneck and advancing to the nascent soul middle stage. After these two great battles, Old Devil Han's fame spread throughout Tianan. Being able to hold his own against an ancient demon at the nascent soul late stage with his nascent soul middle stage cultivation, this feat catapulted him to become the top technique master under Tianan's three great cultivators. Luoyun Sect also rose with him, ascending to the ranks of Tianan's major sects. Later, when Han Li advanced to the nascent soul late stage and returned to Tianan, he directly defeated the three great cultivators who challenged him, firmly establishing his status as the #1 cultivator in Tianan. Meanwhile, under the leadership of Liu Yu, Song Yu, and others, Luoyun Sect seized this momentum to expand rapidly, with its sect scale and influence growing day by day. Luoyun Sect exchanged sincerity for sincerity, and Han Li repaid the sect with the most solid strength. Luoyun Sect truly deserves to become the #1 sect in Tianan.